So I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Australia launches WEF controlled mandatory digital IDs. The Australian government is planning to launch WEF controlled digital IDs later this year, which will be mandatory for citizens who wish to participate fully in society. So this is what they're trying to push on people. So ultimately, it's for more control, right? It's for more control. So in order for you to make purchases, or in order for you to walk in the store and buy something, right? You're gonna end up having to have these IDs, right? Digital IDs, because digital IDs allow them to have more access to your personal records, your personal files. There was a video that came out years ago where the guy pulled up to a drive-in, right? A fast food restaurant drive-in, and they were actually able to have his personal medical records on what he can eat, what he can't eat, if he had high blood pressure, any of that. And then if his medical records showed that he couldn't eat that, they gave his ass a salad, man. They gave his ass a salad. So it's for more control. The scriptures talk about these devils being like the Most High. If you go to what is that, Isaiah? I think that's Isaiah the 14th chapter, but I could be wrong. But it says he's trying to be like the Most High, right? So these devils are trying to they want to make this thing mandatory, and it's going to be mandatory everywhere in all nations, right? The U.S., I remember the U.S. was trying to put up the cameras. They wanted street cameras, not just main road street cameras. They wanted cameras even in like residential areas, but people feuded against it. People didn't want it because they said that it would be an invasion of privacy. So they wanted eyes everywhere. But they actually showed on a movie. They showed on Batman, and there was another movie that recently came out. Oh man, what was it? Salakia, bear with me, man. What was that movie, man? It just came out, man. I was just watching it, but pretty much, it's some spider movie that came out. Madam Web. If you actually go and watch that movie, Madam Web, he was in a room with a CIA agent. The CIA agent had clearance for this new project they was working on. The new project was for the security. You will have access to all the security cameras, satellites, and everything that can track anybody's location. Well, China has that right now. They also made a movie that's called The Equalizer with Shia LaBeouf, and you had a movie with Will Smith called The Enemy of the State, where they was using the same technology. So they already know what's up, man. Your so-called invasion of privacy is actually not even there. It's not there, man. They have access to do these things. The movie Batman, when Batman had access to see what people was doing, it was like he was able to tell what people was doing by way of the radiation or something like that, right? So conversations, movements, and the crazy thing is that AI just came out and designed something like that, man. Just recently designed where it could see people, and it can even record your actions, just like on that Batman movie. So they have technology like this. The technology they have is right in your hands. It's right in your hands. The cameras that they using, the camera on your phone, laptop, your TVs, your video games, they already have it all, man. Because the scripture says that they will be like the Most High. Prophecy states these devils putting the MOTB in your right hand and in your forehead. That's Revelations the 13th chapter and Revelations the 14th chapter. So it says, the Australian government is planning to launch WEF-controlled digital IDs later this year, which will be mandatory for citizens who wish to participate fully in society. Hey, the new game that they're coming out is GTA 6, I think. But in order for you to play GTA 6, they're saying that it will scan your face, and the scanner, when it scans your face, it will be able to tell the age that you are. And the only way you could play it if you're 18 or older. So it will be able to tell what age you are by way of the scanner when you buy GTA 6. I think it's GTA 6 or something like that, but you can look it up. It says, having first entered Parliament last year, the digital ID bill in Australia finished its final stage at the end of January, garnering inputs from businesses and finance groups. They're actually testing the system out right now in businesses, even here in America, that shows performance, your performance rate. That's crazy. It has a number on top of your forehead that shows your performance rate. So you could have a low performance rate that will be in the red, or you will have a high performance rate that will be in the green. So if your performance rate drop, of course they do what? They call you in the office to tell you that your performance is not on par with what they have the policy set up for. So they're even watching your performance rate. This is something that they're testing out, right? So let me grab some scriptures real quick. Let me grab this in Revelations. So this is Revelations 13 and 16, because everything that they're bringing in all goes back to this. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Well, what did that just say right now? It says, having first entered. Well, wait, hold up, Salaki, that's not what I want. Where was it? Right here. The Australian government is planning to launch WEF-controlled digital IDs later this year, which will be mandatory for citizens who wish to participate fully in society. So you won't be able to buy or sell without this thing. You won't. Everything that they're doing, they're bringing in this digital system. They even want to build a $1 billion city that's going to run off a complete digital system. So all control will be them. You won't really have control over nothing, right? But they want to build a $1 billion city that's going to run completely digitally and electronics. So it won't run off gas, crude oil, or anything like that. It'll be complete electricity, robots, and all that type of shit, right? So it says, the Australian government is planning to launch WEF-controlled digital IDs later this year, which will be mandatory for citizens who wish to participate fully in society. Having first entered Parliament last year, the digital ID bill in Australia finished its final stage at the end of January, garnering inputs from businesses and finance groups. The country's WEF-controlled government are currently setting up the infrastructure with all the individual states so it can be rolled out within a matter of months, man. Within a matter of months, they're trying to bring in this digital ID system, man. So if you reject the digital ID system, you in Australia, you will be rejected. But pretty soon it's going to be everywhere, man. Right? China, man, if you jaywalk, they got your face, body movement, everything. They'll deduct it out of your pay. So they even have control over your pay, right? That's why like a lot of economics, they tell you right now to pull out a lot of the money and set it to the side, because once the banks crash and they racked in this digital system, right? They won't have any control over the money that you have, meaning the gold and silver. The gold and silver, the paper dollar ain't gonna mean nothing, man. But the paper dollar, you can actually just go buy gold and silver and set that gold and silver to the side, because that's the only thing that's gonna matter during that during the digital period. So, you know, all these people that's pulling money, this paper money out of the bank, the fiat dollar out of the bank, and they send it in their, they're sitting it in their safes. That shit's gonna go bad, man, because once the banks crash, that paper dollar isn't gonna matter anymore. The Federal Reserve isn't gonna print out more money once the banks crash, because that's gonna be it. Then what's gonna come in is what? The digital system. Look at man, look at cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency runs strictly off the digital system, right? And Bitcoin right now is blowing up, 52,000 for a coin. So that goes to show you that slowly but surely they're bringing in this digital system. So one day you might just wake up and that'll be it. Banks bankrupt, crash, the stocks crash, and then it's people gonna freak out, get crazy, get evicted. Cops are gonna remove you out of your homes. It's gonna get wild out here, man. Right? That's why the scriptures tell you to measure the times diligently in itself. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there and say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, I'll try to finish off this this article.